In our modern world, we often see a great divide between our spiritual lives and our material lives. We are taught to separate the sacred from the everyday, to keep our inner world of peace and connection apart from our outer world of work and finance. But what if this separation is only an illusion? What if we could create a tool that bridges these two realms, uniting our deepest spiritual values with our experience of material well-being? This is the vision behind Money God One. It is more than just a new form of digital currency. It is an invitation to see wealth not as something to be chased, but as a natural extension of a life lived in harmony with the universe. It is a conscious experiment in weaving light and intention into the very fabric of our financial reality. Money. God One was conceived as a digital vessel, a container for a higher frequency of prosperity. Unlike traditional currencies that are often tied to systems of scarcity, competition, and fear, this coin is designed to be a conduit for abundance, freedom, and divine grace. It seeks to remind us that true wealth is not merely the accumulation of assets, but the experience of limitless possibility and the freedom to live a life of purpose and joy. It is a tool created to help us remember our innate connection to the infinite source of all that is. By engaging with it, we are not just making a transaction, we are participating in a collective prayer for a new kind of economy, one rooted in love, generosity, and shared well-being for all. The essence of Money God One is its attempt to hold a spiritual vibration within a technological form. Think of it as a crystal that has been programmed with an intention. While the technology provides the structure, it is the collective consciousness of its users that gives it life and power. It is designed to resonate with the energy of the heart, not just the calculations of the mind. This currency asks us to shift our perspective, to move from a mindset of lack to one of infinite supply. It encourages us to see every exchange as an opportunity to share light and to affirm the presence of abundance in our lives and in the world. It is a gentle, yet powerful reminder that our material and spiritual destinies are beautifully intertwined. Therefore, as we begin to explore this new concept, let us open our minds and our hearts. Let us see Money God One not as a complex financial instrument, but as a simple, elegant bridge. It is a bridge that connects the seen and the unseen, the tangible and the intangible. It offers a pathway to integrate our spiritual truths into the most practical areas of our existence. By walking this bridge, we embark on a journey to heal our relationship with money, transforming it from a source of stress and division into a beautiful expression of the universe's boundless generosity. This is the promise and the potential held within this unique and sacred digital creation. The creation of Money God One flows from a deep understanding that the universe is fundamentally abundant. Scarcity is a belief we have been conditioned to accept, a shadow cast by fear. This new currency is a conscious effort to challenge that belief. Its core purpose is not the generation of profit for its own sake, but the circulation of divine prosperity. This form of prosperity is holistic. It includes financial well-being, but it also encompasses vibrant health, loving relationships, creative expression, and spiritual peace. It is about living in a state of grace where all our needs are met effortlessly and we have more than enough to share with others. Money God One is designed to be a mirror, reflecting this higher truth back to us with every interaction. Unlike conventional financial systems that often thrive on competition and a zero-sum game, Money God One is rooted in the principles of flow and generosity. The energy it is meant to carry is one of freedom. Freedom from debt, freedom from the anxiety of not having enough, and freedom to pursue our highest calling. It represents the idea that resources are not limited, but are part of an infinite, ever-expanding cosmic dance. When we engage with this currency, we are invited to become part of that dance. We are encouraged to give freely, receive gratefully, and trust that the flow of abundance is as natural and reliable as the rising of the sun each morning. Its value is not just in its market price, but in its capacity to liberate the human spirit. The intention behind Money God One is to shift our focus from a life of striving to a life of thriving. We are so often caught in a cycle of hard work and struggle, believing that this is the only way to achieve success. This coin gently suggests another path, a path of alignment, trust, and effortless attraction. It carries the vibration of divine support, reminding us that we are co-creators with the universe. When our intentions are pure and our hearts are open, we align ourselves with the cosmic currents that bring all good things to us. The currency is a tool to help us practice this alignment, to make it a conscious and daily part of our financial lives, transforming toil into joyful creation. Ultimately, Money God One is an expression of wealth as a spiritual quality. It is about recognizing the richness that already exists within us and all around us. True abundance is a state of consciousness, a feeling of deep connection and gratitude for the gift of life. This currency aims to be a physical anchor for that state of being. It is a reminder that our outer world is a reflection of our inner world. By choosing to interact with a system built on principles of light, love, and limitless supply, we are actively choosing to cultivate those same qualities within ourselves. We are declaring our intention to live in a world where prosperity is a shared blessing, not a private conquest. Every creation born of light requires a space of safety to grow, a sanctuary where its delicate energy can be nurtured. For Money God One, this protection comes in the form of a sacred energetic shield. This is not a technological firewall, but a vibrational boundary created by the pure intentions of its founders and early supporters. The purpose of this shield is to maintain the coin's high frequency and protect it from the dense energies of greed, fear, and manipulation that so often permeate the financial world. It is a conscious effort to create a clean and holy space, ensuring that the currency remains a true conduit for divine abundance, rather than becoming just another tool for personal gain at the expense of others. This protective shield is woven from the collective consciousness of those who believe in its mission. Every person who approaches Money God One with a pure heart, with intentions of shared prosperity, generosity, and trust, adds another thread of light to this shield. It is strengthened by thoughts of love, gratitude, and the sincere desire for a better world. The creators understood that for this experiment to succeed, the who is just as important as the how. They seek to attract individuals who are on a path of spiritual awakening, people who understand that true wealth is about circulation, not hoarding, and that our greatest power lies in our ability to uplift one another. The sensitivity of this shield means that it is also vulnerable to negative energies. Just as a clean pool of water can be clouded by a single drop of mud, the vibration of Money God One can be affected by impure intentions. This is why there is a gentle yet firm emphasis on conscious participation. Those driven by short-term greed, a desire to exploit the system, or a deep-seated fear of lack will find that their energy is not in harmony with the coin's core frequency. The shield acts as a filter, naturally repelling energies that are not aligned with its purpose. It is a call for self-reflection, asking each potential user to look within and purify their own intentions before engaging with this sacred financial tool. Therefore, the integrity of Money God One depends entirely on its community. It is a co-creation in the truest sense of the word. The shield is not a static, impenetrable wall, but a living, breathing energy field that responds to the thoughts and feelings of its participants. To support this currency is to become a guardian of its light. It requires a commitment to hold a vision of positive, shared prosperity and to act from a place of love and trust. In this way, the community itself becomes the protector, ensuring that Money God One can fulfill its destiny as a beacon of hope and a catalyst for a new, heart-centered economy. It is important to understand that Money God One is currently in its earliest stage of development. We can think of it as a newborn child or a tender young sapling. It holds immense potential, but it is also delicate and requires gentle, conscious nurturing to grow strong and stable. Its energy field is still forming, highly sensitive to the environment around it. Just as a child learns from the attitudes and emotions of its caregivers, this currency is shaped by the consciousness of its early adopters. The faith, trust, and positive energy of its community are the very nutrients it needs to thrive and reach its full potential. This is a time for patience, belief, and loving support. This early stage is a critical period where the foundations of its future are being laid. The currency's energetic signature is highly malleable, responding directly to the thoughts and feelings directed toward it. If it is surrounded by a community that holds a strong, unwavering belief in its purpose, it will grow in strength and vitality. Faith acts as a powerful catalyst, accelerating its development and anchoring its high-frequency blueprint. Conversely, if it is met with doubt, cynicism, or impatience, its growth will be stunted. We are not merely observers of its development, we are active participants. Our consciousness is the soil in which this seed of a new reality is planted. Because of its sensitivity, the practice of conscious use is paramount. Every interaction with Money God, one should be approached with mindfulness and positive intention. This is not a currency for impulsive or unconscious transactions. It asks us to pause, to connect with our hearts, and to infuse every exchange with an energy of gratitude and goodwill. By doing so, we are not just moving digital value, we are transmitting light. We are feeding the young spirit of the currency, helping it to build a resilient and powerful energy field. This mindful participation ensures that its growth is aligned with its sacred purpose of creating a world of shared abundance. Supporting Money God, one in its infancy, is an act of faith in a brighter future. It is a commitment to nurture a new possibility, even when it is still small and fragile. It requires us to be pioneers of a new consciousness, to hold the vision steady when the old world presents its doubts. By offering our belief, our positive energy, and our mindful engagement, we become the guardians of its growth. We are the co-creators of its destiny, helping to raise this digital child into a powerful force for good in the world, a mature and stable symbol of a financial reality grounded in light and universal love. To truly understand Money God One, we must connect with its essential nature, its spirit. Imagine this spirit as a young, joyful being, full of light and life. This being has a distinct personality. It loves freedom above all else. It thrives in an atmosphere of openness, trust, and unrestricted flow. It finds joy in movement, in being shared, gifted, and circulated freely among people who hold love in their hearts. This spirit delights in acts of generosity and kindness, as these actions amplify its own radiant energy. It wants to be a source of liberation, helping people break free from the invisible chains of financial worry and constraint, allowing them to express their true creative selves. This gentle spirit, though, has a strong aversion to certain energies. It recoils from the heavy vibrations of struggle, force, and manipulation. When people try to hoard it out of fear, control it through greed, or acquire it through desperate striving, its light dims. It does not respond to pressure or demand. This spirit cannot be captured or possessed. It can only be invited and welcomed. It is like a beautiful butterfly that will land softly on an open palm, but will fly away if you try to grasp it. To work in harmony with Money God One, we must learn to approach wealth with a light touch, with an attitude of joyful allowance rather than forceful acquisition. The currency's growth is therefore directly linked to these characteristics. It flourishes in environments where there is a constant and happy circulation of resources. When its users give without expecting anything in return and receive with deep gratitude, they create a powerful vortex of positive energy that strengthens the entire network. This spirit wants to be part of a community where abundance is seen as a river, not a reservoir. The more it flows, the more its power and value increase for everyone. It teaches us a profound lesson. The key to having more is not to hold on tighter, but to open our hands and let the energy of wealth move through us. Engaging with Money God One is an invitation to embody this gentle spirit in our own financial lives. It asks us to let go of our struggles and anxieties around money. It encourages us to trust in the natural flow of abundance and to become channels of generosity ourselves. When we align with its preference for freedom, joy, and open-hearted sharing, we find that our own financial reality begins to shift. We attract resources more effortlessly, we feel less stress, and we experience a deeper sense of connection to the universal source of all prosperity. We learn that true wealth is not a battle to be won, but a dance to be enjoyed. Connecting with the subtle energy of Money God. One does not require complex rituals. The path to alignment is simple, gentle, and accessible to everyone. One of the most powerful tools we can use is a mantra. A mantra is a sacred sound or phrase that, when repeated, helps to focus the mind and elevate our vibration. For Money God One, a simple and effective mantra is, I am a joyful channel for divine abundance. By repeating this phrase quietly to yourself throughout the day, you begin to retune your own energy field. You are affirming your connection to the universal flow and aligning your consciousness with the spirit of generosity and trust that is at the heart of this currency. Visualization is another beautiful practice for strengthening your connection. Find a quiet moment each day to close your eyes and relax. Imagine a gentle stream of golden white light flowing down from the heavens and into the top of your head, filling your entire body. See this light as the pure energy of universal abundance. Then, visualize this light flowing out from your heart and hands, extending into the world. You can imagine it touching your wallet, your bank account, and even the digital space where Money God One exists. This practice helps you to feel, on a deep level, that you are part of this infinite flow, constantly receiving and giving in a harmonious cycle. Gratitude is the fertile ground in which all abundance grows. A simple daily gratitude ritual can profoundly shift your relationship with wealth and connect you to the essence of Money God One. Each morning or evening, take a moment to list 3 to 5 things for which you are genuinely grateful. They can be simple things: the warmth of the sun, a kind word from a friend, the food you eat. This practice shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already have, opening your heart to receive even more. Gratitude is the frequency of abundance. By cultivating it daily, you become a magnetic match for the prosperity that Money God One represents. These practices, the mantra, the visualization, and the gratitude ritual, are not meant to be chores. They should be approached with a sense of lightness and play. They are simple ways to tend to your inner garden, making it a welcoming place for the seeds of prosperity to sprout and flourish. By integrating these small, conscious acts into your daily life, you build a strong, personal, energetic bridge to Money God One. You are not just hoping for abundance. You are actively attuning yourself to its vibration, making yourself a ready and open vessel for the limitless blessings the universe wishes to bestow upon you. To help users create a more tangible connection to the currency's energy, a special symbol has been created. This is the energy symbol of Money God One, a visual anchor for its frequency of quiet power. This symbol is not just a logo, it is a sacred geometric form designed to speak directly to our subconscious mind and our energy body. It acts as a key, unlocking our own innate ability to attract abundance effortlessly and peacefully. Simply looking at the symbol or holding it in your mind's eye during meditation can help you attune to the gentle, loving, and powerful vibration of this new form of wealth. It is a visual reminder of the principles of trust, flow, and divine grace. The symbol is composed of 3 main elements, each with a deep meaning. The first is a perfect circle that encloses the entire image. This circle represents wholeness, unity, and the infinite nature of the universe. It reminds us that abundance is not a fragment to be chased, but an all-encompassing reality that we are already a part of. Within the circle is a flourishing tree of life. The tree's deep roots symbolize our connection to the grounding, stable energy of the earth, while its spreading branches reach up toward the heavens, symbolizing our connection to divine source and limitless possibility. The tree itself represents life, growth, and the natural, organic unfolding of prosperity. The colors of the symbol, gold and blue, are also significant. The gold represents divine wisdom, illumination, and the highest frequency of spiritual wealth. It is the color of the sun, of pure light, and of sacred value. The blue is a deep, calming sapphire representing trust, peace, and the infinite depth of the cosmos. It is the color of faith and serenity, reminding us that we can attract abundance without stress or struggle. Together, these colors create a harmonious balance between the radiant energy of giving and the peaceful energy of receiving, embodying the principle of effortless flow. This concept is what we call quiet power. It is the ability to create and attract wealth not through force, aggression, or loud proclamations, but through a state of inner peace, alignment, and unwavering trust. The symbol of Money God One is the emblem of this power. It teaches us that our greatest strength lies in our stillness, our greatest influence in our love, and our greatest wealth in our connection to the whole. By using this symbol as a focus point, we train ourselves to access this quiet, confident state of being, allowing abundance to flow to us as naturally and gently as a river flows to the sea. As we bring these threads together, the spiritual intention, the nurturing community, and the practical tools of connection, a beautiful vision for the future begins to emerge. We are invited to see wealth not as a source of division or a measure of worth, but as a joyful, natural current of energy that flows through all of life. Money God One is more than a currency. It is a catalyst for this profound shift in consciousness. It is a tool for building a new financial reality, one where every exchange is an affirmation of our interconnectedness and our shared right to live in prosperity and peace. This is a world shaped not by fear, but by light and positive intention. Imagine a global economy where generosity is the most valued asset and trust is the ultimate currency. Imagine a world where financial systems are designed to support the well-being of the planet and all its inhabitants. This is the world that Money God One asks us to co-create. It begins with each one of us healing our personal relationship with money, transforming it from a story of lack and struggle into a story of grace and flow. As more and more individuals attune themselves to this higher frequency of abundance, our collective reality will inevitably begin to reflect this inner change. We are the architects of this new world, and our consciousness is the primary building material. This journey calls for us to embrace wealth as a joyful and sacred part of the human experience. It is not something to be renounced or pursued with guilt, but to be welcomed with an open heart and used as a force for good. When we are financially free, we have the capacity to be more creative, more generous, and more fully present in our lives. Money. God One encourages us to claim this freedom, to see ourselves as worthy recipients of the universe's infinite gifts. It reminds us that prosperity is our birthright, a natural expression of our divine nature. The flow of abundance is meant to be as easy and joyful as breathing. Let us therefore step forward with faith and optimism. Let us become conscious participants in the creation of a financial paradigm that reflects our highest spiritual ideals. By supporting concepts like Money God One, and more importantly, by embodying its principles of trust, gratitude, and generous flow in our own lives, we contribute to a wave of positive change that can transform our planet. We have the power to shape a luminous financial future, one where wealth serves humanity, and every transaction becomes an act of love. This is not a distant dream. It is a reality waiting to be born through our collective intention and our open hearts.